Hey guys, Thrasher here, and today we're looking at tags that are probably going to get buffs in the future and the characters that are going to most benefit from those buffs. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, so the way this video is going to work is we're going to look at a few different tags that don't have fully robust teams yet, and some specific characters that can be very good, but are suffering because they're built around that tag and the tag isn't robust yet. And then we're going to talk about the characters that could be showing up to fill the tag out and how it could really help each specific character. So first up, let's talk about this guy, Super Saiyan God Goku and the God Key tag. I think this guy is already a good unit. He can work on the Saiyan team. The thing that really holds him back is if we go over to ability, his Z ability is amazing, but it only works for God Key. And there's really only two good God Key characters in the game right now. Some might even say there's only one good God Key character in this guy, and then the other one is Beerus. I actually think Beerus is a reasonably good unit. The issue is there's no one else. So we're fairly certain that Gogeta Blue is on the way. He's going to be our third God Key character. So now you can actually run a team of God Key units if you wanted to do that. Beyond that, we're now in the Dragon Ball Super arc stuff. They may go back to the Majin Buu arc. They may continue to bring out Dragon Ball Super things, but we're at a point now where we're going to start seeing Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. We may even see a Whis card, who would probably be an extreme. I don't think they'll bring out a Sparking Whis yet, just because if you bring out a Sparking Whis, you're going to make it seem like he should be a fighter, and if he's going to be a fighter, he should be immensely overpowered, and I just don't think it makes a lot of sense. They should make him a more defensive unit that brings a lot of support. He's the one that teaches all the other characters, but I'm getting on a tangent there. So that's what I think is going to happen with God Key. It's going to become very robust very soon, and this guy is going to benefit from it a lot. He's already a good character, but he's going to have a team that he is optimal for. And with that being said, as we talked about the Gogeta Blue, that brings us to our next tag. Let's talk about that one. The Fusion tag and Gotenks. Gotenks is a unit who was reasonably good on the hybrid team, pumps out a lot of damage, he has very good key regen. The problem is hybrids are not really used, and the Fusion tag isn't robust yet. You also have Gogeta, who is an amazing unit, but he's used on the Super Saiyan team or the Saiyan team. This guy right here is sort of out in his own void right now, waiting for more fusion units. We have Gogeta Blue on the way. We have possibly Vegeta. We don't know if he's going to be a fusion tag or if they're going to make a brand new Potara tag for him. It is still a fusion, but it's a Potara fusion, so it's a little different. We'll see where that goes. Either way, once Gogeta Blue comes out, we now have 3 quality fusion units, assuming he's quality. We know he will be. And this guy will actually be able to be on a meta viable team again, so he's really going to benefit from that. And as I said, if they move back to the Majin Buu arc, we have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. We may even get a normal form Gotenks. We're not sure whether or not he's going to show up immediately, but Super Saiyan 3 is definitely on the way, who's another fusion character. So the fusion tag is another one that's going to expand very quickly in the very near future. Let's move on to the next tag and the next unit. Kura, the Lineage of Evil tag. He is a unit that he is a quality unit. His green card is very good. He can be used on a couple different teams, but he's not optimal on any team. And the Lineage of Evil tag is not in a great spot right now because the only 3 quality characters that you can use are Final Form Frieza, this Kura, and then Chilled. And it's not as cohesive as it needs to be. We know that Golden Frieza has to be in the reasonably near future because that's pretty much exactly where we are in the Dragon Ball Super arc, and he's another fan favorite, so he's going to be a good unit. He's going to have the Lineage of Evil tag, and the real thing here is we just need more Lineage of Evil units. I would like to see at some point maybe we get a Mecha Frieza event where we get the Mecha Frieza and King Cold. King Cold comes in as some extreme unit who's not necessarily a great fighter, but he's got a really powerful Z ability that can really buff the Lineage of Evil tag as a whole. That one's sort of conjecture. Don't throw that out there as something that's going to happen. I just would like to see it. But the main thing here is Golden Frieza is definitely on the way. Lineage of Evil is going to be a better tag in the very near future, which means that this Kura is going to be even more viable than he is right now. And the last one I want to talk about, Goku Black in the future tag. The real issue with Goku Black, he's a great unit that does a lot of damage to Saiyans. They are the meta right now, so there's lots of units he can hurt. But in most cases, whatever team he's going to be on, there are other units that are optimal over him, and it causes him to just kind of take a back seat. There are cases where you would use him, but there's lots of cases where you wouldn't. So what he needs is a team where he can truly shine by himself. Not necessarily as the centerpiece, because I think by the time the future tag really gets rolling, he won't be the centerpiece, but what he will be is the ability for you to do a ton of damage to Saiyans who will always be in the meta. So that way you have this Goku Black, you have Merge Zamasu, you have Vegito Blue, lots of those characters. They're a little ways off. We still have probably a few months before we get to that arc, but I think outside of the ones we just talked about, that is the next tag that's going to start to become fairly robust, and this unit already being good is going to be even better when he has a team that can actually buff him with the specific tag that he was meant to be on. I also want to give an honorable mention to the Super Saiyan 3 tag. We already have the purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku. We know that Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is coming at some point, so we'll have a second Super Saiyan 3 tag, and then outside of that, seeing lots of other Super Saiyan 3s, we'd have to see like movie Super Saiyan 3 Gokus, or we'd have to start seeing the Dragon Ball GT characters, which is possible because we do have Pan, but we haven't really seen any GT characters in a long time, so I don't know when they're going to start throwing those in sporadically. We'll see what happens. But that's just another one to keep your eyes on. It could happen very soon. It may not happen for a long time. That's why it's kind of an honorable mention. And that's really all I have in this video. If you guys think I missed any tags, or there's any tags you guys want to see really grow out, throw them down below and let's talk about it. And if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.